Hi, I'm Rory Reid of CNET UK, and this is the Asus G73, one of the fastest gaming laptops on the planet. Now, unlike most gaming laptops, this thing isn't littered with garish colours or a seizure-inducing light show. That's not to say it's boring to look at, though. Its designers say it was inspired by the iconic F-117 Nighthawk stealth fighter, and we can believe them. It's finished in a lovely matte black finish, which minimises the fingerprint smudges, and every surface, inside and out, features slanting, jaunty angles, just like its bomb-dropping, radar-dodging cousin. Let me talk you through some of the G73's physical features. It's hard not to notice this enormous venting system at the rear. These channel air away from the user, helping the rest of the machine remain cool to the touch. They're actually pretty quiet too. They gave the G73 a pronounced wedge shape as well, which makes it look extra menacing and raises the keyboard by about 5 degrees, improving the ergonomics slightly. The keyboard, incidentally, feels great to type on thanks to the isolated chiclet keys, each of which is backlit to aid use in the dark. Taking a look around, we can see there's an Ethernet port on the left, alongside USB, a Blu-ray combo drive, and another USB port, plus mic and headphone jacks. On the left, there's a D-sub analog video output port, HDMI output, 2 more USB ports, and an SD memory card reader. Underneath, it's worth pointing out this subwoofer, which adds low-frequency noise to your music and movies, though I'd hesitate to actually call it bass. One more thing, while we're looking at the underside, the battery has a jaunty, angular design, which mirrors that of the laptop completely. It's so chunky, it almost resembles some kind of futuristic fuel cell. Now let's get down to business and talk about the components. Here in the UK, Asus will sell the G73 with 8 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte of storage across 2 500 gig hard drives, Blu-ray, as I mentioned earlier, and an Intel Core i7-720QM CPU. This CPU normally runs at 1.6 GHz to preserve battery life, but can overclock itself dynamically to 2.8 GHz when demanding applications ask for it. Asus also includes something called Twin Turbo Mode. Push this center button to the top left of the keyboard and it will overclock the CPU by a further 6% to nearly 3 GHz. It works too. We've run the benchmarks and this is hands down the fastest laptop we've ever tested. It will run movies on the laptop's 17-inch screen natively at full 1080p HD, and it will run games at that resolution as well. Even the notoriously demanding Crysis will run at maximum detail settings at 1080p at a smooth 30 frames per second. The Asus G73 is an epic machine. Not only is it the fastest laptop we've tested so far, but unlike many of its rivals, it's also quite beautiful to look at. If you want a gaming laptop that's brutally quick, gorgeously designed, and excellent value for money, then this is a machine for you.